Welcome into KSU Nation, the best K-State podcast out there. I'm Stevie B.
And I'm Kenny G.
And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about our Big 12 title picks, go through the entire season, power rankings, all of that. Kenny, let her know about the subscribe button and the join button, though, real quick.
I'm sorry, Steve. There was you might need to do that again because there was like some crazy audio that was happening in the background of the there's like a lot of audio in the background. It wasn't you, it was me.
Okay, I was just asking if you could tell them about the subscribe button and the join button real quick.
I'm sorry, there's just so much audio that hit my earphones at once. I couldn't make out anything.
What happened?
I don't know. It wasn't you, it was me. Anyway, yes, we we have a subscribe button, and it would mean a lot to us if you go ahead and click that button before we get into it. But that's the only kind of like housekeeping we have. We're good, Steve. I want to get into this. The wait has been long enough.
We've been on here for almost 45 minutes trying to get our audio situated.
We've had some technical difficulties. Everything is about to go down. We are so back. Let's get into it, Steve. I don't no time to waste. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes. Let's leave the green beans aside for now and get right in to the meat and potatoes.
There we go. Okay. Jor, what's going on, man? John, looking forward to your vids all season. Yes, John, thank you very much. We are looking forward to doing it as well. Okay. We talked about the Big 12 title odds in our last video. We talked about our top Big 12 players of the year. But we're actually going to be doing our Big 12 power rankings right now, our preseason Big 12 power rankings. Kenny?
I just saw that we have the same shirt on.
We have the exact same shirt on. We do have the exact same shirt on.
The Nike is like over the K-State banner. Mine's over the head. So I don't know whatever.
Yeah. Let us know if this looks good or not. This is a whole new system we have to do. Whole new system. Okay.
Yeah, a whole new system.
Big 12 power rankings preseason. We have the title odds right here. They have UCF as a last place team, K-State as a number one team. Kenny, should we just start at the bottom, work our way up to the top?
Okay, yeah, we can start at the bottom.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slot good old Arizona for my bottom team ranking.
Now, why is that? Because I do not agree with that.
Well, I just watching how they played last year, their coach didn't really seem like he was fit for the job. They kept him around. The only thing that was really going for them was their what was he, like top 10 draft pick, wide receiver to the
Tedero
NFL.
McMillan. Yep.
Yeah. They don't have him anymore. I don't think there's any other noise happening in I believe they're in Tucson. I don't think there's much noise happening in Tucson. And I think they just didn't look like a team, like a physical team. It looks like Arizona State has all the juice for them. And yeah, man, I don't know. They didn't have the talent. I don't know what they're doing down there. But for me, I just was not impressed with what they showed last season. I think they're going to probably put up another mediocre season. I don't see them.
So you think K-State's going to beat them by like 50 then?
Yeah, I really do. The thing is that looking at these bottom four that we're going to be picking,
yep,
they could potentially just be interchangeable. But I think I said this even last year. I said, no, dude, next year Arizona is going to be one of the worst, if not the worst team in the Big 12 going into 2025.
I don't disagree with them being in the bottom four team, and it feels like each section. What were the names we came up with? I honestly forgot. I think the bottom was the poop. Then we had like mid, and then like the next four, and then the title contenders.
Yeah, like
Could be something
title
like that.
contenders, and then the like elite.
Oh yeah, there we
You
go.
know,
There we go.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna go West Virginia at 16, and here's why. They are replacing almost everything, offense and defense. Jaheim White's their only returning player that's any good. I mean, their defense was horrendous last year. Um, they have a lot of issues on both sides of the ball, the head coaching issues. I just don't see them putting together any sort of good team this year. But I could be proven wrong. I could be proven wrong. I just don't think they're. I don't think they're any good. I think they're the worst team in the conference. So
Yeah, I mean, okay, so you're one of the main reasons you pointed out was that they're changing out everything.
yep.
Well, so is Oklahoma State. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
Mike
teams
Gundy is
this.
there though, and he's
There's a
had some
lot of teams.
success.
No, I understand, but there's a lot of teams that are going into this season in like sort of a rebuild year. I mean,
Yep.
you want to know how I know that? Judging by the just look at like a lot of the forums, everybody's talking about like recruiting classes for upcoming years. Nobody from other teams is talking about this year because the vast majority of the teams from this year are all rebuilding. So they're not looking at this year as like a title contender unless your name
Right.
is one of these top teams that we're going to pick later. I just don't see it. So I don't disagree with West Virginia. I just think that Arizona is going. And do they play each other? Let me just take a look. I mean, they should play each other.
That's a great question. That is a great question.
I wonder. I mean, we'll get into it, but I'm
Yeah,
looking
because
at
we're actually
it.
going to go over the entire Big 12 schedule.
Arizona, Baylor, Arizona. I mean, I just think if it was up, if I'm thinking they're playing against each other, I would take West Virginia. I just think that they're a better team.
They do not play each other.
They don't play each other.
They
Dang.
do not. I mean, that's what
That
happens when you
is-
have 16 teams in your league, right? Like you can't play.
Well, that's
everyone.
amazing. So yeah, I guess we won't get to see them play, but
Well, we've talked a lot about the number 16 team.
yeah. Well, I mean, we're arguing about the worst
worst team. Yeah.
the worst team. So the second worst team, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me put Cincinnati down there.
Whoa, you think Cincinnati is the second worst team?
Yeah, I think
That's interesting.
Yeah. Again, a lot like these four teams can be interchangeable in my opinion, but I think Cincinnati earned their spot down there.
Okay.
I don't think that their coach is good enough. I think they have a solid quarterback, but he's not like anything that's gonna turn the tides for this team. I mean, a struggling K-State team last year handled them like pretty easily. So, like at the end of this season, K-State was like really struggling, and we were able to just walk in and get the dub easily. So,
Yeah, but that was a home game. That was a home game, and they played pretty well against Arizona State last year. So I think, and they had a big lead against Pitt and let them come back and win. And I mean, I think they were a lot closer being a good team than people think. I think Brendan Sorsby is a pretty decent quarterback. I wouldn't say he's a top 5 quarterback in the league, but I think he's a serviceable.
Yeah, I'm saying his quarterback's
So-
mid. Their quarterback is about a mid as it gets when it comes to talent, star power, whatever. And then you pair that with mediocre coaching. And again, this is a lot of my picks have to do with coaching.
That's a good decision because we talked about how last year players feed off their coaches. So
exactly, yeah. And I think despite West Virginia getting a new coach, he's shown that he can be good. And he might have something. He might come in with something to prove, and there's going to be sometimes you can have that. What do you call it? The honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
When like something new is there, and then all of a sudden, like we've seen programs like look at the Florida Gators. I mean, that coach walks in, championship title like contender. Like the second he comes in. So sometimes it does a coaching change can be really good. Now, do I think it's going to be that good? Probably not.
No,
But I
I
think
don't either. I think the
yeah,
game has passed him by, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, he had a lot of success his previous stint at West
right,
Virginia, so we'll see.
right. So these bottom two, I think it's more due to coaching for me. All right, go ahead, Steve. Sorry,
No,
I'm spending a little too much time on this, but
I think UCF is the second worst team.
yikes, dude! Really? They're bringing back they're bringing back their alumni coach,
I just
or not really alumni coach, but you know what I mean.
I don't see them doing anything. Like their defense has been pretty bad their entire time in the Big 12. I don't see their offense doing anything at all this season. And in fact, they're picked to be the worst team in the Big 12 according to title odds. I just don't see how they're going to compete at all this season, man. I mean, they put up a good fight last year against Iowa State and a couple other teams, but I mean, they got beat down by Colorado and a bunch of other teams. So I just don't think they're going to be any good.
I'll say this: I think they might take some games away from people that have to travel that distance to get to them.
That's
So
true.
I think home field advantages are going to be like really good for them because they're really far away from everybody.
And it's really hot down
So it's really hot down there.
there. Yep.
So if they get a tired team that's traveling all the way down there, they're going to have tired legs. UCF is probably going to have a little bit of an edge. That's why I can't necessarily put yes, on paper, they may very well be the worst team in terms of talent or whatever. But hey, sometimes these like talented people can go down there. They're just, they're just human beings, Steve. They're not computer characters. Like they're not computer game characters. They're gonna show up with tired legs.
Yep.
They're gonna be bumped and bruised. And if like UCF is coming off of a bye week and they're getting a good home game,
the bounce house is crazy.
They could end up getting a good game. Plus, I mean, dude, there was a team called Houston, and there was a bad weather, and K-State went down there. That is true. Easily beat Houston, and what did they do? They beat us. They beat us because it just happens sometimes. So 14, I'm gonna actually. It's all that to say, I'm actually gonna put UCF at 14.
that was amazing. You just spent 2 or 3 minutes talking about how great they were, and you put them number 14.
I didn't say how great they were. I just said that I feel like they could be a little better than what you put them at. But again, we had these teams interchangeable from the start. But
right.
But yes, right. I do think UCF is slightly better in certain circumstances. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Arizona at 14. I mean, that's right where they're picked in the Big 12 preseason. I think Noah Fafita, I was honestly shocked that he decided to come back. I really am. But
the money must have been right.
The money must have been right. And we know he could be a good quarterback. We saw that a couple years ago. I mean, they went out into the Alamo Bowl and played Oklahoma, played pretty well. And I think they had a good season that year. Last year was not so great. We've seen that they can be good. This is like a make it or break it season, though, for Arizona, in my opinion. And right. I think they're going to break it. I don't think they're going to be that good this year. I got them number 14. So
yeah, again, I just don't think their coach. I mean, that's why I put them dead last. I don't think he has that it factor that's gonna get them over the hump there. And again, I don't know any transfers that were like breaking the internet from this team. So yeah, I just don't see it. And then for me, number 13, let's go ahead and we'll put West Virginia in there. I'm sorry, West Virginia fans. It's nothing against you. This is just a rebuild year for you. So
yep.
I can't put you any higher than 13, in my opinion. But to be fair, you're at 13 and not dead last for me because Morgantown is insanely hard to play in.
K-State dropped 52 on them.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, Morgantown historically is a very, very tough place to play in. And yeah, I think that they've got some really good fans there, really diehard, serious football fans, and they're anxiously waiting for, a good season in this program. It's been a minute. But they've been patiently waiting. And I think that patience is wearing thin, Steve, because they're getting pretty angry at
I
this
mean,
program.
they are, and that's why they brought back Rich Rod. I mean, they're hoping for the kind of success with him that K State had in 2.0 of Bill Snyder. Now, it did
Yeah.
take, a year or two to get things really going. First year was kind of rough still, honestly. And that's why I have him number 16. I just think it's going to be too much to overcome in year one. But on the back end, maybe things get better. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Wait till you see who I have at number 13, Kenny.
I think it might be. Can I guess?
Yeah, because Kenny can't see the screen. Go ahead and guess. I just put it on there.
Colorado, maybe.
Yes, Colorado.
Oh, yikes!
I'm not buying the sauce. I wasn't buying it last year. K-State went in there. They got the dub. I don't want to hear about how Travis Hunter got hurt. Would it change a game? Maybe, probably. But then you can't change the past, right? They lost Travis Hunter, Shadur Sanders, a bunch of guys on both sides of the ball. Now their recruiting has been pretty special, but I just don't see them having a great season. Will they go 5-7 or 6-6? Maybe, but I could definitely see them going 4-8 or 3-9. Let's not forget they've had one good season in like the last 20 years. This program has been not great for a long time. So I just feel like they lost too much. It's going to be too much to overcome. They don't know who their quarterback is. They brought them both to freaking media days and was it in Vegas this year? I think it was in Vegas this year. Normally it's in Texas. But I just don't see them being that good. In fact, they're putting off their butt whooping to K-State until the very last game of the season. K-State's going to beat them down pretty bad. I got Colorado number 13.
Wow, that's pretty tough, man.
Come at me, Colorado fans.
I don't know if I can. I don't even know if I can put them number 12. Again, dude, coaching staff really plays a big role for me.
I don't trust their coaching staff, dude. I don't.
I don't know. For some reason, like when it comes to coaching staff and players and the relationships between both of them, it's important to have players buy into what the coaches are laying out for them. And what better way for a player to buy into what a coach is laying out than having a professional or ex-professional players,
one of the best athletes of all time,
and one of the best athletes of all time historically, be their head coach. And a lot of the position coaches are like ex-pro players. So those young, impressionable players, they're going to listen to everything that they have to say.
Yep.
And I feel like that locker room is going to be really tight. So I don't know if I could put them that low. My number 12 is actually going to be OSU, the Cowboys. Now,
okay,
a lot of the reasons why, we were talking about rebuilding, and yes, they do have Mike Gundy, but dude, from a Big 12 championship roster, they came back with only basically missing 2 members or 3 members out of that whole team, and they were dead last season. This year is a complete overhaul. Not even just one coach, like a head coach, which is a big piece, and then some a lot of players. It is literally head coach. The head coach stayed, and then everyone else left. So this is an amazing overhaul. And I have a lot of faith in Mike Gundy. That's why I have them above all the other ones underneath, because I think his coaching is what stands out above all the rest. So, but that is as far as I could take them on this ranking, due to the fact that everything else is going to be brand new. So, and look, we saw what last season was like, with them having basically an entire roster coming back. It wasn't good. So maybe having a completely overhauled roster and coaching staff might end up, surprising some people. They might take some games out of, you might actually find a superstar out of this locker room here. Like, you don't know. I mean, last year, who would have thought Cam Scadaboo was going to be like the superstar that he was going into the 2024 season? I mean, our entire the entire Big 12 was stacked of running backs, and the one that stood out above them all was Cam Scadaboo. No one would have predicted that. Everybody was looking at Ollie Gordon from Oklahoma State, and he didn't produce. Cam Scadaboo, of all people, came out, shocked the world, almost shocked the universe with almost taking out
Texas.
Texas, yeah. But here we are. I just can't put them any higher than 12, but I do think I gotta have faith in Mike Gundy. He's been that dude for so long at Oklahoma State. So, yeah, 12 is the spot for me.
I wouldn't disagree with any of what you said. In fact, I have them pretty similar in spots, but I do not have them at number 12. I have them a little bit higher. I can't go this far and not have Cincinnati. I think they're a solid team. They're a solid program. I see another season just like last year where they're in a lot of games, but there's also a lot of games that they play where they're going to get blown out. I think they have enough in the tank to win some games against some teams that aren't so good, and maybe even play well against some pretty good teams like they did last year against Pitt, like they did last year against Arizona State. I just don't think they have enough, specifically on defense, to keep them in games. I think Brendan Sorsby's a good quarterback, but I don't think he's a great quarterback. I have them at number 12. Moving on.
All right. Moving on. I kind of feel uneasy about this, but I don't know. I think this is a good place for them. I want to put Houston at number 11.
That's exactly where I have them as well.
Oh, okay then. I just
they're ahead of schedule, but
they're ahead of schedule. I feel like this is a safe pick for me.
Yep.
Because I don't want to be too optimistic. It is going to be the second year with their head coach, and although
I like him.
He's an amazing head coach. They still have a lot to figure out.
Specifically on offense.
Specifically on exactly. And their future recruiting looks great. But we're not talking about the future. We're talking about now. And I don't think that they're there yet. I think they're going to struggle. But again, like we've been saying this a bunch of times, they're ahead of schedule. So that's
yep.
for me.
Yep, I agree. I agree with everything you said. Copy and paste.
All right, Steve, I just said that, and then all you do is copy pasta. Go ahead and you pick number 10.
Oh, you want me to go number 10 next? Copy and paste for Houston there. Not going to need copy and paste here because you already have them. I got Oklahoma State at number 10. I think Mike Gundy is the real deal. I think having the season that they had last year is really going to light a fire in that program. I think, honestly, they were embarrassed. They've been embarrassed a couple of times in the last couple of years. I mean, K-State beat them, 48-0 a couple of years ago, and then they go 3-9 last year. Now, they were in a couple of games, and in fact, they were actually in a couple of games early, and then they just kind of lost it. I think that Mike Gundy has changed enough on both sides of the ball, and I think he's too good of a head coach to not have them be better than last year. Having said that, if they go any better than 7-5 this year, I will be shocked, because to go from 3-9 to 7-5 is a pretty big jump in and of itself. But I don't trust him to do anything better than that. I got him at number 10. Oh no.
I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you now.
Okay, you can hear me. Yeah. As soon as you started talking, I was like, "Oh, can you hear me?" Because your audio cut out, and then it came back on. But then I looked and I didn't see my video on the screen there, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. Because
we have a whole new streaming setup, guys, and it's been a learning experience to say the least.
It's been a learning experience, yeah, for sure. Okay, so number 10, you got OSU. All right, that's not bad in like I think that's an okay position there. Oh man, I'm gonna go for it, Steve. I'm gonna go for it.
Do it.
Number 10 is KU.
Yes. They're my number 9, so I'm just gonna pop that in there real quick.
Look, they got a new stadium. The stadium looks cool and everything.
It actually does
and,
kind of look cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks cool. It looks cool. But I don't know. Their roster does not look cool. Um, that's I mean, enough said.
I don't
They
trust JD6, man. I don't. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's a great quarterback like KU fans think. I don't.
he's good, but
They're not clutch either.
Is Devin Neal there? No.
Their corners there? No.
No,
They lost a lot.
Corners aren't there. They lost a lot. This is a rebuild year for them for sure.
Yep.
No pun intended. With their stadium. Yeah. This is like if they were going to be a good team, it would have been last year. Like last year was their year to shock the world. But
Yep.
and to be fair, I mean they did break that record. Where they beat. As a non-ranking team, beat 3 ranking teams in like consecutive.
And then they got blown out by Baylor to end the year.
Yeah, I have KU at 10.
I have them at number 9.
And that's cool. All right, so
Copy and paste everything.
I'll move to number 9. All right, I'm putting Colorado at number 9. I think this is
pretty
high. That's a fair place to put them. I think that what's funny is our 9 through 16 are basically all the teams within that group.
Yep, we have the same bottom half.
Yeah, we have the same bottom half. And hey, like this is the bottom half. Look, Colorado fans, I'm sorry. But you don't have Shedeur. You don't have Travis Hunter. You don't have the Heisman Trophy winner. And when you had those guys, the best that you could produce was top 4. Because they had, I would say BYU, Arizona State, and Iowa State was top 3.
Yep.
So Colorado was 4th. You lose the Heisman and your best quarterback. You're going to be dropping a lot. So the best I can do for you is number 9. It's better than what Steve put you. So, hey, don't be mad at me. I gave you guys more credit. So
that's true. That's true.
I believe in Sanders as a coach. He obviously knows a lot about the game. I mean, he is the most successful player, one of the most successful players in history of the game. So yeah, he's got a lot of knowledge and he's really good for this team and he's really good for the Big 12. I mean, I love what Colorado's doing in terms of eyeballs on the screen. That's only going to help the Big 12. So there's no shade from me. I just think as a team, you guys are at number 9.
Yep. I have them lower. I believe in them less, but I could see it. I could see it. I could see it. Okay, number 8. Do you want me to go or do you want to go? I think we have the same number 8. I'm assuming we have the same number 8.
You go, Steve.
It's got to be BYU. Without Jake Retzloff, I think this team is going to struggle on offense. I mean, they were a pass-only offense anyways. I think their defense is going to carry them enough to keep them in the top half. I mean, they're going to be the gatekeepers of the top half of the Big 12. I think they're still going to have a decent season, 7-5, maybe 8-4, but I don't see them going any higher than that. I think losing your quarterback this close to the season is a pretty big deal, man. I really think it is, but they're a tough team. Before losing Jake, I had him in the top 3, top 4 or so, but losing him, it definitely drops him quite a bit. I still think Kalani Sitake is a good coach. I think their defense is really good. I just think losing your quarterback is a pretty big deal when it's literally a pass-first offense. So BYU, number 8. Sorry, BYU
Oh my
fans. I'm
god,
sorry.
dude. This is
Sorry.
tough, man. This is tough. This is tough, bro. I I want to disagree because I want to disagree, but it's hard to disagree. Um, dude, their defense is so dang good.
It is. It is.
They kind of feel like they kind of feel like a team that is probably going to end up
Like an SEC
in
team.
eighth.
Defense only.
No, well, I was going to say like they feel like a team that's going to probably end up like 6th to 8th place.
I could see that.
You know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of faith. Look,
Okay. All right.
BYU's strength is a serious weakness for this team that I'm putting in here. Can you guess what team I'm gonna say, Steve?
It's got to be TCU.
TCU. I'm gonna put TCU. Baylor. I'm just gonna have a little bit of faith. Or BYU. Sorry, I did the same thing last year, Steve.
You did.
BYU.
Literally the entire season.
Literally the whole season. I haven't learned from my mistakes. TCU, I'm putting you at 8th. Look, you got a cool offense and everything, but how good is that offense when you're going against a really solid defense? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, if you have a bad defense, even a mid offense is going to run all over you. A mid offense can exploit a bad defense. So look, what do they say, Steve? They say like defenses win championships. Now this is a whole season, but I'm just saying defense travels, defense holds people in games, and BYU, if I've learned anything from last season, their special teams ain't nothing to mess with either. So
No.
They got a little bit more than just their offense, and yes, their captain of the ship is no longer there. But they've got other pieces, dude. They do. They've got a strong wide receiver. They've got a damn good running back. So I don't know, man. I gotta put TCU. They cannot stop anybody on defense. So you know what? Just for that, they're gonna have great offensive numbers, but their defensive numbers are gonna be absolutely horrible. So TCU for me will be 8th.
Okay, I have them at number 7, so it's not like I disagree a ton. They went on a tear to end the season last year. I mean, they were kind of a shocking team. They went 8-4, 9-4. I mean, I think they went 9-4 with their bowl game win. It could have been 8-5, but I think it was 9-4. They really went on a tear last year. And who had a really good defense that they played at the end of the season? Do you remember? Utah. They went into Utah and they won. Now a lot of people went into Utah and won, but their offense was good enough. Their defense is good enough, even though Utah's offense was terrible. I think TCU started slow last year, and then they slowly got better throughout the year. I think they're a pretty good team. I don't think they're a great team. I have them in the top half. I don't have them in the top 4 title contenders, but I think copy and paste everything he said. I think Hoover is a great quarterback. I think their offense is great. Their defense needs to step up, and if they do, maybe they get in the top 4. Who knows? That's my number 7. That's my number 7.
Look, one of the big reasons why you put BYU at number 8 is a reason why I'm putting Utah at number 7.
You have Utah at number 7?
They also don't know what their quarterback situation is.
Okay.
They have a good defense, but hey, look, Utah was struggling last year. At least BYU had something going for them. So, and yeah, I'm going to put Utah at 7, and I'm going to put BYU at 6.
Dude, BYU fans are going to love you in the comment section, man.
I cannot put Utah. I can't put Utah above BYU. I just can't, dude. I watched the Holy War, and I saw what I saw, and yeah, BYU came out victorious. So yeah, I'm putting BYU at number 6.
Okay, well, I'm not that far off from you. I was trying to make it shocking, but I have Utah at number 6. I'm not buying the hype, man. Everyone else is saying, "Oh, they're going to win the Big 12. They're going They're going to
They
reload.
said the same thing last year. They
Dude,
said the same thing.
their defense was good. Their defense is good. And I think that their offense is going to be better than BYU's. But I don't think they have enough in a tank to rebuild that quickly in one season. Like, I mean, that's why I have Oklahoma State at number 10, right? Like, I don't think either one of them are going to have like title contending seasons. I think people are overbuying the hype because of the name, because of how well they did in the Pac-12 and before that. I just don't see them being a title contender. But we'll see. Maybe, you know, K-State's got a game late in the year out in Utah. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
They played well enough last year against Iowa State to almost beat them. So who knows? You know what I mean? Anything can happen in the Big 12, but I have them preseason number 6.
Yeah. So 8 through 6, same teams, just interchangeable. I like this, dude. You know what I really enjoy? I want these power rankings to be like saved somewhere. I mean, we could just look back at the video, but if you save this and then at the end of the season,
Right.
you know, as a regulars, we just compare and contrast. I mean, everybody's preseason rankings last year would have been right in the gutter because the team that won it all was like everyone's
Number 16
last pick. Yeah,
yep.
I did not put them 16. So
and
Arizona
they struggled
fans,
with Texas State, man. They struggled.
I did
early
not
in
put
the
them.
year.
I put Houston as my number 16, I believe.
I think I did too.
Yeah, I did not put Arizona State, so don't come at me. All right, number 5. It might be shocking to you, but this is how I feel, and this is how I think it's going to go down. Iowa State at number 5. They lost.
I mean, I could buy that sauce.
2 NFL. They lost 2 NFL wide receivers, which was basically their entire offense. Their entire offense. So, and you know what? I think that they were so like trying to get that record, you know, that they had never gotten. They never got an 11-win season or whatever.
Right.
I think that they're
going to come back down to earth.
They're going to come down to earth, dude. They were so close to losing so many games.
Yep.
That they barely squeaked by, and that's when they had like a stacked roster. So Rocco Becht is a good quarterback. I think he's talented as hell, but I just don't think. I don't think when you lose pieces like that. I mean, he's got no weapons now. So we'll see. I don't think they're going to do. I mean, I think 5 is good for them. 5 is really good for them. So
I agree.
It's not like I'm saying you guys are going to be like 12th or 13th. Like you guys are still middle, like to top half. Like so. Yeah, that's their height for me. I don't think they're going to get any higher than 5.
You know, I was going to put them at number 4, but you just sold me, Kenny. You should be a freaking lawyer or something, dude. You sold me on your case. You made me want to vote for him. I would say at number 5. They have too many issues to be a title contender. Honestly, I felt like they were, because of their schedule. I mean, K-State was the only top 4 team they played the entire season. Because of their schedule, they got really, really, really lucky, which, you know, kudos to them. They finally had a lucky season, and they looked at everyone else having lucky seasons, including KU back in 07, 08, whatever it was. So I think the hype's going to die down. I still think Matt Campbell's a great coach. I really do. I think Rocco Becht is a pretty good quarterback. Yeah. I think their defense is going to be solid again. I wasn't buying the hype last year. They had to get lucky against K-State to win that game, and K-State played terrible.
Yeah,
so
let's be
number
honest.
5 for me as well.
Their defense is not that good. They're okay. You know, it's like I think like teams were making mistakes more than their defense making plays. Like, you know what I mean? All right, number 4. Moving on, and plus, when you just mentioned schedules, and we're going to go over the schedules, you know,
in the next segment.
In the next segment. So here we go. Number 4, I got Texas Tech. Look, now they spent a ton of money on their roster. I don't think that that's going to result in, you know, wins, but I do think that I don't think it's going to result into meaning they're going to get a championship caliber team out of it, because you don't know. These like expensive players that they bought in the transfer portal, they might be superstars, but that doesn't mean it's going to be, championship caliber team. A lot of things
Yep.
have to go right. A lot of things have to go right for them in order for them to get to that point. But I would say putting them at 4, just based off the sheer fact of the talent that they have, I think that they might have something there. Like I think they're going to be a really tough team to play against. So, but I just don't think that they're top 3. I think they're 4 for sure.
I was going to have a number 5, so I can't have them any higher than number 4. I was going to have them and
Yeah.
Iowa State, swap
If
there.
these two teams play each other, which I
and
don't
they
know
did
if
last
do.
year, and Texas Tech won the game. Won the game. So, I mean, if we're going just off of that, and Texas Tech rebuilt their roster way better than Iowa State did. Way better than Iowa State did.
Texas
honestly.
Tech was the only team to beat both Iowa State and Arizona State, the two teams that were in the in the Big 12.
And they added a bunch through the portal and recruiting, man. They spent a ton of money, like you said. I just don't think it'll be enough.
Yeah, I agree.
But it could be. Who knows? I got a top 4. I think top 4 teams are all title contenders. So we might have the same top 5. Who's your number 3?
Speaking of Arizona State, they're my number 3. The only reason why I'm putting them number 3 is because they lost arguably the biggest weapon that school has produced in a minute. I mean, Cam Scadaboo, his production is going to be missing big time. I mean, he
was a great player.
Single-handedly was like keeping them in games and just winning them games. That isn't to say that Kenny Dillingham isn't a good coach. He's a great coach. I love him. I love his energy. I think he's
like his
great
name.
for the Big 12. I love his name. He's got a great name. And on top of that, their quarterback is a stud. I mean, Sam Levitt is no joke. That dude is talented as hell.
I think he's a preseason Big 12 player of the year.
Dude, I think he's top 2 quarterback. Top 2 easily. Just based on his skill, his talent, and just his game sense. It's like they're a good team, dude. They're solid. But when you lose an NFL running back like that, oh man, he was, like I said, Cam Scadaboo is a big loss to them. So they have a huge shoes to fill in that position. And I think that alone, he was kind of like the heart and soul of that team. So, that they're going to not look, they're defending champions.
Yep.
Can't take anything away from them. They didn't lose that much, but they lost a huge piece. So
I agree.
For that, you guys are top 3. And that's something that should be good enough. I feel like that should be good enough for you guys.
Okay. Well, we're not going to have the same top 5.
Okay.
I think Baylor's number 3. I think they're a really good team. I think they still have a ways to go defensively. I think their offense is good. I think their defense is good enough to win them a lot of games. I don't think it's good enough to win a Big 12 championship. I really don't. I think Sorry Robertson is a good quarterback. I mean, they came in and they put on a show against Texas Tech last year, and they really went on a tear against a lot of good teams. What'd you say?
And KU,
yeah, to end the season. But then what happened in the bowl game, man? Their defense got exposed, dude. That's why I say, I think their offense is good enough. I think their defense is good enough to win them some games, but I don't think their defense is good enough to win them a conference title. And that's why I have them at number 3, which obviously I think we're going to have swapped here. I got Arizona State at number 2. I think Sam Levitt's a dog. I think Jordan Tyson's a dog. Their defense was so much better last year. I mean, think about what they did, or compared to a couple years ago. Think about what they did against K-State, 24-14? Their defense was really, really, really solid. They did pretty good against Texas as well. I think losing Cam Scadaboo is going to be the difference between winning the Big 12 title and not winning the Big 12 title. Winning it back-to-back is insanely tough. I think the last team to do that in the Big 12 was Oklahoma, but they were loaded of 4- and 5-star players, and I don't think Arizona State is. I got them at number 2, man. I think they're really good. I don't think they're as good as who we both have at number 1, though. I'm pretty sure. Who's your number 2? Just to be sure.
Yep, my number 2 is going to be Baylor.
Okay.
I think in terms of just overall like team, they struggled at the beginning of last season, but for whatever reason, and I don't know why, something happened in that locker room that caused this team to believe in themselves. And that's like a team that has a lot of just solid players that just like are all bought in is a scary, scary team. And
You're
they're
buying their
bringing
defense,
back,
huh? You're buying their defense?
they're bringing back everyone. Like they're bringing back basically everybody, which is insane. And they're also like, dude, for whatever reason, I don't know. I'm just having this feeling that Baylor's going to be that team this year. That's going to be the scariest team that everybody faces, other than the number 1 team that we have here. Uh, obviously there's only one team left, and that's K-State. So we both have K-State as the best team preseason. No
Yep.
shock, no shock here. Like,
No,
hey,
no. We might be a little biased, but they're the title favorite according to
look,
almost every single, sports book. So
we're not delusional, okay? We're not delusional. We're just we watch the games, we see the talent. I had called K-State, this being the year of K-State, literally like all year last year. So, yeah, it's no surprise, and I think that K-State that K-State Baylor game that's going to happen like what, the 3rd game of the season or 4th game of the season or something. But what is it? 2.
it'll be it should be the 4th or 5th game, actually.
It's the 3rd. It's the 3rd game in the.
We're going to go over it in the next segment. So
in the next segment, yeah, we'll go over it. But I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd conference game. That's going to be a huge game between those two teams. Like according to me, I think they're the top 2 teams in the Big 12 this year. A lot of teams are rebuilding. A lot of teams lost big players. A lot of teams have new coaches coming in, and a lot of teams just have threw a lot of things at the wall to see what happens. So,
yep,
like the only 2 teams that are basically coming back with the exact same roster for me is the top 2 teams that I have on my list. And both of them have solid coaches. Both of them have solid communities, really hard places to play, both locations. Baylor is K-State's kryptonite.
has been for years. Has been
for years. They're a dangerous team. Do not sleep on Baylor this year. But my money right now is on K-State to win. Steve, I talked way too much. Tell me why K-State is number 1 for you.
I think Avery, you got to start with number 2, right? You got to start with number 2, Avery Johnson. I mean, he broke the school record last year in his first year as a starting quarterback. He broke the record for most touchdown passes by a K-State quarterback. Now, people are sleeping on DE3. They are sleep. You didn't talk about him at all, Kenny. Dylan Edwards, man. He's a dog. I see 1,500 total yards. I see 12 plus touchdowns. I see K-State's offense putting on a show. I mean, we saw it against Rutgers in the bowl game. Their offense is dangerous with both of them in a backfield. In fact, I think that Dylan Edwards is a better fit than DJ Giddens is for Avery Johnson, for what they want to do on offense. I think Dylan Edwards is a better fit for the offense than DJ Giddens is. Having said that, I think DJ Giddens is a dog. Obviously, he's an NFL playing for the Colts. It's a loss, but it's not a huge loss. I think that
No.
I think that Dylan Edwards has a chance to be, first or second team All Big 12. I think Avery Johnson has a chance to be a Heisman candidate. I mean, when you got both of those in the same backfield, I think you're going to be pretty darn good. Now, here's my questions, though. We know K-State's D-line and linebackers, specifically linebackers, are going to be stellar this year. We know they have probably one of the top units in the entire conference at linebacker. I think the safeties are really good too. My 2 question marks: corners on defense and wide receivers. I think the O line's going to be good enough. You know, it's going to be a change going from Connor Riley to someone else. That is a big deal. But I think the O line will be fine. Give him a couple games. It might take him a couple games to be fine. But considering Dylan Edwards is going to go around the outside anyways, I don't think we're going to see that many runs between the tackles. Though I think Joe Jackson's a pretty good running back as well. But I got questions about the receiver room. I mean, outside of Jace Brown and the tight ends, who else is going to step up this season? I think Jace Brown, great receiver, but who else outside of him is going to do anything, right? And we've been worried about the corners. At least I have been for years. Outside of Jacob Parrish, everyone else has been pretty not great. So who are they going to get to replace them? Are the corners going to be good enough? We'll see. But right now I have K-State as the top team in the Big 12.
Okay, so here's the deal. A lot of what you said, I can understand. In terms of wide receiver room, you know, K-State hit the transfer portal to shore up that. I think K-State is the team that is, like, I would argue, the most balanced. I mean, there's a couple teams that are really balanced, but I think, like, K-State's got, like, not only is it just balanced, but we've got, like, the proof. You know, it's like with Texas Tech, you can say, oh, they're balanced. Look at all the players they got, but we don't know how they're going to play together. K-State
I agree with that.
has proven balance. You know, a lot, like I said, pretty much all of the defense is coming back. I mean, we got Uso back at the nose tackle. Like you said, the linebackers, the safety. VJ Payne is going to be an absolute stud.
Oh, dude, we forgot to mention Maldonado, the transfer from Arizona. That guy's going to be insane, man. He's going to be so good.
Right. So you mentioned wide receivers. You got Jace Brown, who's going to step up. I'm looking at Sterling Lockett, you know, legacy.
We'll see.
You know, we'll see about that. Yes, I think offensively dangerous, defensively dangerous. I'm question mark on the special teams. We lost our kicker, so I'll be.
You know, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the kicking game is going to be a difference maker.
I'm anxiously awaiting. But, you know, over everything you just said, the only question mark, the only thing that is even concerning, but it's not quite concerning with the context. If people knew the context about what I'm about to say, then it's not so bad. But this is, for K-State, this would be the third OC in 3 years. Now,
you know, that is true.
Hearing that without context, that sounds pretty bad. The thing is that Matt Wells was there last year. He was helping with the offensive coordinating. You know, and Connor Riley, you know, had to kind of step up because, you know, we lost our OC after we won the Big 12 championship. Connor Riley had to step in, he came back, but then Connor Riley had to step in last year, and then he got promoted. So then Matt Wells had to step in. But I feel like Matt Wells is going to do really good. I think he has a better understanding of, like, what are the strengths for our offense. And we got to he was the OC during the bowl game, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Pretty sure.
I think he was. I think he was calling the plays, and a lot of what you said. You know, I have a lot of faith in K-State's offense. I think we're going to do some really exciting things. It's not going to be running in between the tackles every play. We're going to do some misdirection. Hopefully, a lot of
more quarterback run,
option plays. I think it's going to be an exciting year for K-State. But
it's going to be fun to watch.
All that to say, that's the only alarming thing for people. Yes, 3 OCs in 3 years doesn't look good, but without context, you wouldn't understand that that's really not that bad. Because Matt Wells was there the whole time.
Yep.
So I think we'll be just fine. The talent is insane. Avery Johnson, the whole team hit the gym and has put on some muscle. They're going to be coming in blowing people out of the water, dude. I feel like they're going to be out. They're going to out physical every team this year. They're not going to be winded or, you know, hit a mid-season slump, dude. I think they're going to be this team right now is the year of K-State. I've been saying it all last year, Steve. Like this is championship built right now. I am more confident about this team winning the Big 12 than I was in 2022. I am more confident than ever. Like, I think
the schedule's tough though, dude. The schedule's really tough.
I think that this team can handle it, though. I feel like this team is built better for a Big 12 championship title. I really feel like the talent level, if everybody's healthy, this will be an undefeated year.
It could be. K-State's got the talent to do so. The opportunity is there.
This team is going to be like in the minds of people. We're like at the end of this season, when football is over, we're gonna have the conversation: which team was better, the '98 KSU Cats or the 2025 K-State Cats?
I just realized that I had you as Kenny B instead of Kenny G. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I just changed it. Now it says Kenny G.
But listen to what I just said, Steve. At the end of the season, we're going to have the conversation. Mark my words right now. I'm calling my shot. Babe Ruth in it. We're going to have the conversation. Which team was better, the 98 Cats or the 2025 Cats?
Oh,
because both teams are going to be undefeated. The only difference is that K-State is going to have a Big 12 championship title, and they're going to go deep into the playoffs.
I hope so. That's the Big 12 power rankings. That's a preseason Big 12 power rankings for 2025, Kenny. Okay. We have another, that was like really long. That was almost an hour just talking about our power rankings. We just like to talk. But we also like to make some picks. We like to put our money where our mouth is. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger before I go to it. We're actually going to pick all the conference games. Now, it's not the non-conference games, and we're going to do individual teams for that later. But for this, we're going to talk about the conference games.
This is going to be fun, Steve. This is when we go game to game and we decide which team is going to have, the edge. Now, of course, it's not going to show us like which team is coming off of a bye week or not. So we won't have the context behind each game. And again, this is just preseason. So it's not like if we're off, I mean, like we're picking all these games before we like what happens like in like October 24th, Sam Levitt like tore his ACL and he's out for the season, but we have him picked over Houston because, well, yeah, it's Arizona against Houston. Of course they're going to win. But if we find out that like he tore his ACL and he's out, like what does that mean for the Arizona State,
right?
Sun Devils. So obviously this is all without context, without, knowing what's going to happen in the season, but
let's do it.
We're going to do it, man. Starting off August 23rd. Can you believe it? That is literally
a month away. Today?
1 month away. K-State versus Iowa State. Cross the pond. Look, dude, K-State's obviously winning this game.
Dublin, Ireland. K-State's winning the game. We're not going to do a score here. We're just going to say who wins. Of course, we both have K-State winning the game.
K-State wins easily.
Okay. September 12th, Colorado or Houston.
Is it Houston at Colorado? Is that what I'm looking at here?
Hold on. Let me see here. Okay, so the home team is on the left. So Colorado is on the left. Houston. Yeah.
Wow. I say Colorado comes out and wins.
I have Houston winning this game.
I don't know. I think Shador is going to have these guys amped for the first game of the season. Amped.
Shador? You mean the guy who was drafted?
Means you know what I mean. Dion.
I think. Okay.
Dion.
All right. Just to
hey,
be nice.
Maybe Shador's there.
I'll go with you this time. Next time you go with me. How about that? We'll go Colorado this time.
Okay.
September 19th, Arizona State at Baylor. That's a crazy game.
Baylor's winning. It's at home. Home opener. Arizona State. Great. This man. Number 3 and number 2, according to me, going against, and you, I guess, in that regard, going against each other. Baylor wins for sure.
I agree. As much as I hate to say it, I got KU winning at home against The team I picked, number 16, West Virginia. So we'll go KU at home wins that game.
I'm supposed to go with you on this next one. So
Yep.
I had West Virginia winning.
At KU? In their new stadium?
Yeah. I want KU to start off with a loss at their new stadium.
I could see that, but I just think West Virginia sucks. So
okay, I got KU winning.
All right.
There was a super chat actually that said, I predict KU will go 0-12 on the year. I don't know if you saw that super chat.
I don't see any chat, dude. What?
Oh,
shoot.
It's there.
Oh, Kenny Greeley. I predict KU will go 0-12 on the year. Look at you. Okay.
All right. KU wins. We'll go with it.
All right.
Big game.
Utah at home against Texas Tech. Oof.
Yikes. This is a big game. Man,
I'm excited to watch that.
September 19th is going to be a day to watch freaking college football, dude.
Dude, I kind of want to go Texas Tech.
I went Texas Tech.
Okay, let's go Texas Tech.
Yeah.
We both haven't picked higher, so
yeah.
Moving on. You go ahead and say the games.
I have Arizona State winning against TCU.
I agree.
They're at home. It's too strong. Iowa State, Arizona. That's an obvious dub for Iowa State.
I agree.
They're also at home. Super hard place to play. KU versus Cincinnati. At home again.
I go either way here.
I'm going to go KU.
Yeah, I agree.
K-State, UCF. Oh, dude, at K-State, yeah.
K-State's winning that game.
Cats winning.
Yep.
Oklahoma State, Baylor. Yikes. Baylor's gonna walk in. They're gonna get I have Baylor winning.
I do too. Utah at West Virginia. I think Utah's gonna win that game.
Wow, that is a drive.
Dude, that might be the longest drive of the entire season for anyone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there was a shout out to Homeland Sports, but they said that BYU is traveling more than 13,000 miles in this season. And KU actually is traveling the least. With less than 5,000.
I believe it.
That's crazy.
Utah,
again, KU gets easy. KU's always getting off easy. So
I know, right?
Okay. Utah, West Virginia. Yikes. I'll put West Virginia.
I'll go with you this time. I think Utah's going to win, but I'll go with you this time. Colorado at home against BYU, a rematch of the Alamo Bowl.
BYU wins.
I agree. Yeah,
BYU wins.
I think BYU is a better football team all around.
Yeah.
I even think their new quarterback will probably be better than Colorado's new quarterback. So
Oklahoma State,
their defense is legit. So
Oklahoma State going on the road to Arizona. Oklahoma State wins.
I agree.
Big game right here. This could be the precursor to the Big 12 championship game.
Oh my God.
I got K-State beating Baylor.
I'll go with you here. I think Baylor might win this game. But for the sake of this podcast, we're going to go K-State probably almost every time. So
yeah,
BYU at home against West Virginia, and BYU gets that dub.
Oh my God. Provo. Yeah. Provo diff. Provo diff.
I think
they say like quarterback diff or running or coach diff. It's just a Provo diff.
They have the biggest stadium in the entire conference. So.
And that West Virginia travel. Oh my God.
Oh my God, you're right. UCF is going to get it done at home against KU. I think the bounce house is going to be going off, dude.
I can see it. I can see it actually happening. So Cincinnati, Iowa State. I got Iowa State beating Cincinnati.
I agree.
And Cincinnati is like my second worst team, so they're going to be losing a lot of games here for me. Texas Tech, Houston. Ooh, Battle of Texas. Let's go Texas Tech.
I agree.
TCU, Colorado. I got TCU winning.
I agree.
They're at TCU. So
yep, they are.
Moving October 10th. BYU, Arizona. I think BYU walks in, gets an easy dub.
I agree.
UCF Cincinnati, battle of the poop division in our conference.
I say Cincinnati just because I picked them higher. So
All right, we're gonna disagree. We'll disagree on this one.
I don't know whose turn it is. It might be your turn. So we'll go UCF. How about that?
UCF.
Okay.
Yeah, I think UCF is gonna get it done. And hey, like that's they're what 14,
They're winning more games than I
15?
thought they would. We haven't picked a couple times here.
Well, yeah, we have them beating KU. Colorado, Iowa State. This is going to be a good game.
I got Iowa State, dude. I think they're winning.
Iowa State will win, but I think I think Colorado's going to put up a fight.
They might.
For sure. K-State versus TCU at Manhattan.
I think K-State's going to beat them bad, actually.
K-State's going to just destroy. I mean, the offensive numbers are going to be unreal this game.
Yep. Especially coming off of the Baylor game. I mean,
Dylan Edwards is going to be going off.
K-State could be on a roll, man. They could be on a roll. Oklahoma State at home against Houston.
State, Houston. Ooh.
That's a good game. Sneaky good game.
Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, man. I don't know. This is tough, dude. What do you think? Oh, the Cowboys.
Oklahoma State. I got Oklahoma State.
You got the Cowboys winning.
Yep.
Okay. It's okay.
I think we both have Texas Tech beating KU.
Yeah.
Arizona State winning at Utah.
Arizona State winning. Yes.
Okay.
Arizona State. Oh my God. They are playing each other. They're not.
No, we were looking at Arizona State Baylor.
Oh, they were but they play right at the start.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Wow, Arizona State has a very tough schedule. Oh my God. Yikes.
Who you got?
Yeah. Oh my God, this is tough.
I'm going to go Arizona State just because they're at home.
Arizona State goes to Utah and wins. They come back against a Texas Tech just getting off of a home game against KU. Both teams are winning. Oh, Arizona State goes on a bye week on October 3rd. I just noticed. Because they're not playing on October 3rd.
November 6th and 7th, there's some bye weeks in there too, it looks like. And
so Arizona State might have fresher legs. I'll go Arizona State.
Same. Then we got the Holy War, BYU at home against Utah. That was a crazy game last year. Anything can happen.
BYU.
Yeah, I think BYU is going to win the game because they're the home team.
Yeah, it's Provo Div again.
I think
your worst team.
Utah might have a better season, but I think BYU will beat them head to head.
Yeah, your worst team going against UCF.
Yeah,
UCF. Who do you got?
UCF, unfortunately, man. UCF might have a sneaky good season because of their schedule. They keep playing bad teams.
Yeah. Houston, Arizona. Wow. Houston
ugly
wins that.
Game.
Another ugly game. Oklahoma State, Cincinnati. I have Cincinnati winning this one.
I'll go with you in this one, but I think Oklahoma State will probably win.
I think with Oklahoma State winning against Houston, I don't think they'll go back-to-back home game wins. I think they might blow their load on October 10th, and then next week they'll.
I think if it's two teams that are similar, I would pick the home team always, but I could see Cincinnati winning.
I think they'll have a lot to prove. They've been losing a lot of games. So
Baylor at TCU, sneaky game.
Yikes. I want to say Baylor, but I think TCU might come out swinging.
I'm going to go Baylor.
They just lost to K-State. They're coming home. They might actually make a huge splash here. You're going to go Baylor?
I think Baylor's a better team. We haven't picked higher.
Yeah, I know, but TCU is able to take games off of really good teams. I think if they lose,
I'll go TCU.
If they lose to K-State, they're going to lose to K-State, but they'll beat Baylor, I feel like.
I'll go TCU if you pick Oklahoma State beating Cincinnati. How about that?
Okay. So all the home teams.
All the home teams on October 17th.
So, okay, but here's and I guess K-State has a bye week this week. So what I'm saying is, like, also TCU Baylor is like a huge rivalry. Yep. So like,
I could see that. That'll probably be the week where all the away teams win because that's what happens in this conference a lot. So
Yeah, that would be wild. That would be insane.
October 24th, Arizona State gets a win against Houston.
Yeah, they're at home again. Wow, but yeah, they'll definitely win here. Baylor beats Cincinnati after they lost.
I agree. Iowa
they'll
State
go-
BYU. That's a sneaky game.
I got Iowa State winning here.
Yeah, me too.
They're back at home. They're good. KU is not beating K State.
No,
There
they're
is
not.
no way
No
in
way.
hell. K State is going to deliver the first loss in the rivalry at their stadium.
Ooh.
Tech, Oklahoma State. Tech wins.
Yep.
They're in Lubbock, and they're coming off of a bye week. No, they're not a bye week. They're coming off of a loss against Arizona State, so they're going to come back and dominate Oklahoma State. Utah, Colorado. I got Utah winning.
Same. I think they're more disciplined. I think their defense is better. I think they're a better team overall.
Yeah. West Virginia, TCU. I got TCU winning.
Same.
Look at this, the pre-selection. They got all home games again.
Yep.
Baylor, UCF. Baylor wins.
Yep.
Colorado, Arizona. I got Arizona winning actually.
I'll go with you on this one. I have no problem picking against
let's-
Colorado. I got no problem picking against Colorado.
Let's give Arizona a win, shall we?
Okay.
Houston, West Virginia. Houston wins. They're at
Yep.
home, and I like that game a lot. Iowa State, Arizona State.
God,
Oh
dude.
my
Arizona-
God! The
Arizona
Big
State has a
12
really tough schedule.
Yeah, they probably have the hardest schedule easily this year. The Big 12 championship game rematch
Yep.
in Ames. Iowa State wins for sure.
Give me the Cyclones. Yep, I agree.
KU, Oklahoma State. Let's give it to KU.
Okay.
I like that.
I'm good with that. K-State definitely beats Texas Tech.
Yep. At home for
Actually,
sure.
I think it'll be a close game, honestly.
And Utah, Cincinnati.
Give me Utah.
Okay, we'll go Utah. Oh, wow. Okay.
This is a long
November
schedule.
6th,
This is a lot.
6th and 7th. UCF, Houston.
I think
Dirty
Houston
game.
wins it. I think Houston wins that game.
Houston wins it? Okay. All right. Arizona, KU. I think KU wins.
I agree.
TCU, Iowa State.
Ooh,
Oh, my God. I think I might have TCU winning this.
I think I do too. That's how I'm feeling too.
I have Texas Tech beating BYU.
Same?
I have Colorado beating West Virginia.
Same.
Okay. Arizona State, West Virginia. Arizona State handily wins that game. Baylor beats Utah. Ooh. This could be a Utah victory here. This could be a Utah victory here.
But it's a Baylor home game.
Yeah.
So you want to pick Utah?
They're coming off a bye week, it looks like. Yep, they're coming off of a bye week.
They are. So is Baylor.
And
so is Baylor.
okay, so both teams are coming off bye weeks. I want to say Utah, man. Like
We'll go Utah.
Utah beats Cincinnati. They might dude, end of the year, Utah might be kind of dangerous.
I agree.
They'll probably be more dialed in. So will Baylor be, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll just say Utah here. BYU, TCU. Oh, this is good. Hey, the reason why I put TCU underneath BYU is because I said the offense versus the defense. I said a mid offense can outdo I
had him back to back anyways, so I'm going to pick in BYU.
Yeah. BYU, they'll win that one.
Toilet bowl here at Cincinnati, Arizona.
Arizona's my worst team.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's my second worst team. Do you guys did you put Cincinnati above Arizona or below? I think you had them below or above. I think you had Cincinnati above.
I have Cincinnati above Arizona.
All right, flip a coin. Flip a coin.
I'm going to go Cincinnati.
Okay, I'll go with you because that's logically, I think that would work. They're at home, so they might win here. K-State going in to Oklahoma State. They have never won, or Chris Kleiman has never won.
At Boone Pickens Stadium.
Oh, my God, dude. What do we think?
At this point, we're committed. I'm going K-State.
K-State. Okay.
Texas Tech at home beats UCF.
Oh, that's a easy dub there.
All right, 2 weeks left in the Big 12 conference season.
Arizona, Baylor. Baylor wins.
Yep.
UCF, Oklahoma State. I think Oklahoma State wins.
I agree.
Cincinnati,
though I don't know, the last time they played at UCF, they got torched. So who knows?
Cincinnati, BYU. I got BYU winning.
I agree.
Colorado versus Arizona State.
My God, Arizona State, dude, you guys have a tough schedule.
Yeah, Arizona State does not have any easy games.
Let's go Arizona State.
Houston might be their easiest game.
Yeah.
Houston, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. Let me just get a gander here. Just really quick. I'm just trying to buy some time because I kind
of want to do all away teams there. Baylor, Oklahoma State, BYU, Arizona State, TCU, KU, K-State.
Dude, Arizona State easily has, without a doubt, the hardest schedule. They're not playing any of what we dub the easy teams to I mean, West Virginia. That's their easiest game. Okay. You're saying KU beats Iowa State?
They did last year.
At Ames, though.
Yeesh. I mean, honestly, Iowa State's probably going to win the game. Okay, let's go Iowa State. Everyone else, road team. How about that?
Okay. Last week of the Big 12, Arizona State beats Arizona. That's an easy gimme. That's an easy gimme. Baylor beats Houston.
Yep.
I feel like Houston might actually make that a game, though. That would be. I
agree. Their defense will do enough.
Don't sleep on that game. That'll be a good game.
They're probably not going to win, but I think Baylor's going to.
What won't be a good game to watch is this next one: BYU UCF at Provo. Yeah, BYU's winning that game.
UCF plays like all the bottom 8 teams.
But here's the thing: UCF, where are they from? Florida.
Orlando.
What day is this? November 28th in Provo.
Ooh, yeah,
that's going to be cold for them. They're going to be freezing. So
KU Utah, that's going to be a crazy game.
Ooh, I don't know. God dang, dude.
I'm gonna go Utah. I think they're the tougher team.
Okay,
if it's close, I got to pick against KU.
Yeah. K-State at home versus Colorado.
K-State.
Give me K-State. They're what is the stat, Steve? Just so everybody can hear it one more time. K-State at home against the spread. The best team.
The best team of any team in the last 10 years at home against
not just in the Big 12.
The entire
country.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State, Iowa State. This could be a tough game.
Whoever you pick, I'm good with.
It's at Oklahoma State. Look, Mike Gundy's job is on the line here. I'm going to end their season with Oklahoma State with a dub.
I agree.
It's senior night, last game of the season. Mike Gundy's going out, guns a-blazing. No pun intended.
There we go.
TCU versus Cincinnati. I got TCU.
Yep, same.
And then this is an easy game to pick. Texas Tech over West Virginia. Let's calculate the standings here.
Okay, no surprise.
Let's pair up my rankings versus the final standings.
Okay, so we have K-State 9-0.
Okay.
And then Texas Tech, Arizona State, BYU all at 7-2.
Wow, BYU sneakily got in the top 4 there.
Schedule, man, schedule. Maybe.
Makes a difference. Then we got TCU, Baylor, Iowa State
all at 6-3.
At 6-3. And then Oklahoma. We have Oklahoma State above Utah, bro.
I don't trust Utah. But that is probably too high. That's probably too high for Oklahoma State. Honestly.
Now, just take a look. My worst team is tied for your worst team, but Cincinnati is also 15th.
They're all 1-8. The bottom four are
Six.
all 1-8.
Yeah, but
But I have
bottom three.
Colorado in the bottom four, and look where they're at.
Wait. I have Colorado at 2-7.
Yeah, they're number 13,
Okay,
and they're
okay. You
in
said
the
the
bottom four.
I thought you said the bottom four 1-8. I was like,
No. They're the bottom four teams.
Okay, and I had you look where UCF is at. I think I had UCF a little higher, or no, I had them lower, didn't I? Shoot, I can't remember.
UCF, you had 14.
Okay, so they're 12 here. I had West Virginia.
Their schedule is a little easier than I thought it would be. Like we base that off of not looking at any schedules. So
Right, we based our picks off of not looking at schedules. But I'm gonna pause this actually. Okay, so I'm gonna look at this list here. So K-State 1 for me. You had 1 for you. You had Arizona State at 2nd and Baylor at 3rd. Texas Tech is in the top 4 as well.
Wow, so Texas Tech could play for a conference title, man. Their schedule lines up good enough that they could be there, man.
I had Arizona State, I had Arizona,
I see why people
Cincinnati,
are so excited.
West Virginia. You did put Colorado down there, so props to you for that.
Yep.
Then so like my Colorado and Cincinnati are swapped a little bit. So I guess according to schedule, I don't believe in Colorado. I agreed with.
I don't believe in them at all. So.
Where's Oklahoma State? They're going to finish 8th. You had them higher than me at 10. I had them at 12. Houston though is at 11. That we both had them at 11. So
look at us. Look at
us. There, yeah. KU I had at 10. They're finishing 10th. You had them at 9. Utah I had them at 7. You had them at 6. They finish here at 9.
Schedule, man. Schedules.
Yeah, schedule makes a difference. And then Baylor, they're going to finish 6th. Iowa State is 7th. Where did we put Iowa State at 5? We both put Iowa State at 5.
Yeah, but I mean, they had the same record as the 5th place team. So
right.
It's not like we're like way off.
They do have the same record, but according to like tiebreaker rules,
yeah.
That's how it works. But yeah, it's interesting. Based off of this, it will be K-State versus Texas Tech.
I would love that. I would have no problem with that. In fact, there's going to be a lot of fans there because Texas Tech has a pretty big fan base. Lubbock is pretty big. We know K-State travels well. I could see 75, 80,000 people at that game.
Wow. What do we have to do? I guess give BYU one more win to get a K-State BYU game. That would be. I want to see that so bad because
should I go back and
this year?
Should I go back and switch it?
We don't play them this year, but I want a realistic game from BYU to win. BYU. I mean, the obvious one is just to have them beat Texas Tech.
Okay,
That's
so
like
where is that at?
That's November 6th and 7th. But I'm trying to see if there's another. Them going to Iowa State and beating Iowa State. That could happen.
Let's change just that BYU Texas Tech game and see what happens.
Oh, then it's just BYU and K-State.
It is. That's just BYU is 8-1.
Yeah.
Okay, move that back. And then what's the other one?
The Iowa State.
Iowa State against who?
It would be Iowa State versus BYU, October 24th. And let's say Texas Tech. And also the reason why Arizona State is ranked so high is because they have the toughest schedule. So like they would have. Yeah.
So BYU would go 8-1. So.
Yeah.
Let's switch it back. Is there another?
Arizona State would have to win one more, and then we'll see. So Arizona State versus.
Okay, so let's move that back.
Arizona State. Versus Baylor. We'll have Arizona State winning, and then BYU beating Iowa State. They're both 8-1.
Okay.
Arizona State would still be higher than BYU based on the
winning percentage against number 4, which is Texas Tech.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So there's a lot of ways. I mean, regardless, we both have K State number one.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll go. We'll put these all back. Baylor versus Iowa State. Yeah. K State's. I mean, we have them going undefeated in the conference, which is totally possible.
K
They're
State's got a tough schedule too. I think they play 7 out of the top 10 teams that we have in our Big 12 title odds.
Actually, let's take a
top
look
10.
at their schedule real quick. They play Iowa State. That's tough. That's not even there's
You
no
talking about
home
K
field
State?
advantage. Yeah, K State. They also go against UCF. I feel like that's an easy game at home.
You also play a non-conference game at Arizona, which is interesting, but that's not going to matter for conference record.
Right.
Just overall.
And then Army's actually a decent team. And
Yep,
then we're
North
playing
Dakota.
Coach Kleiman's old school.
No, he was at North Dakota State. It's the same state though.
Oh, North Dakota State, right?
Yeah, but they're playing North Dakota.
But they're also a really good team too.
Here, hold on. Let me switch this back real quick.
Okay. So K State's, I would say their hardest games, without question, is going to be against Baylor.
I got rid of it.
The KU Baylor game is going to be one of their hardest games. The K State Baylor game, hardest game. The KU game will be tough because KU is going to be. They're going to, like, despite them having a weaker roster, they will come out swinging.
They're going to make some noise.
They're going to do everything they can to not lose that game. The K-State Texas Tech game is going to be tough. So the back-to-back weeks, October 24th and Halloween, those games are going to be, but K-State's coming off of a bye week, playing KU. I mean, KU's also coming off the bye week as well. But, dude, when you have both rosters, they're both, it's rival game. Both want to get the win for the rivalry. But K-State's got the better talent, better locker room. I got to go K-State there. And then, so the tougher game, though, Texas Tech, Baylor, KU. And let's see, what other game? Utah could be tough. Going to Utah
And going to Oklahoma State back-to-back is going to be tough. Going to Baylor is going to be tough. Playing Iowa State and Dublin is going to be tough. All of those games are really tough. Thankfully, K-State has Texas Tech at home, TCU at home, UCF at home. Going to KU is not going to be easy. I mean, I think K-State does have a difficult schedule.
Colorado at home,
but I don't think it's. I think it's manageable.
Yeah.
I mean, I think even losing 2 games, Baylor and either Oklahoma State or
Texas Tech, maybe.
Baylor or Oklahoma State or Utah. Losing one of those 2 games is still going to be good enough to.
Oh, I see. What you're saying.
Let's see what happens. Let's pick Baylor there, and then let's pick Utah to beat K-State. Let's see what happens. It'd be Texas Tech versus Arizona State. At that point, K-State would go to 5th.
Yeah. Let's just say K-State loses the Utah game.
Okay.
It would still be K-State versus Texas Tech.
Yes.
So we can afford to lose basically
one game.
Honestly, we can afford to lose one game based on the picks that we have. But obviously right now, this is just a fun little prediction.
Yeah, this is fun.
We don't honestly. We would love it to be that way. As K-State fans, but for us, we shall see. What's funny is going in KU being middle of the road. It's exactly where I have them.
Yep.
Right at 10, based on just the schedule that they have. I throw a lot of shade at them. I do think they're going to come out with some good wins, but in terms of where they're going to end up on the standings, I think they'll be middle of the road. I want to go 16-0 in the rivalry.
You can make it
And
17.
17-0. I want to go 17-0. I want to keep the win streak going.
Yep, against KU. Yep, I agree.
And especially because they have, a new field, a new stadium. Just getting a loss as their first home game loss, and getting getting a loss with K-State. I mean, I just wanted those two things to happen. That's like on my
Absolutely.
bingo card.
There we go.
I want that on my bingo card this year. Sterling Lockett, I want his coming out party to happen this season. I want him to really take off this season. And I want KU to lose their first home game and the K-State game at home.
Hopefully.
That's in my bingo card.
And that is our Big 12 picks, picking every single game for 2025. Kenny, this was a fun show. When we finally got our audio fixed, when I say we, I mean me, of course. When we finally got that fixed, it was a good show, man. It was a good show.
Yeah, we were able to get a lot of information out, a lot of
content. One of the longest shows we've ever had.
We got a lot of content out for our viewers who have been starved, Steve. They've been starved.
They've been starving, man.
For college football content. I mean, like you said, dude, we are literally 1 month away from the first Power 4 college football game.
Yep.
And so it's exciting stuff. I can't wait to get into it. Steve and I, we're really excited about this season, obviously, as K-State fans, but just in general, man, we love college football. We love watching this stuff, and we love talking about it. And so thank you guys so much for watching.
And we're going to
so much for liking, subscribing, commenting, keeping this channel alive is only possible due to you guys, interacting with us and donating to the super chats and all the rest. So we appreciate that so much. And yeah,
absolutely. And we're going to try to get out some team reports, go over each team's schedule. We've picked it at this point, so now we got to save it and go back to it, look at their non-conference as well. But we're going to do videos. We're going to do live streams on 4 teams at a time, though K-State might get its own video, obviously. So its own episode. But yeah, that was that's our video today. Probably the longest podcast we've had in a long time. But Kenny, this is fun, man. This is a lot of fun.
It certainly was.
Well, is there just one last thing to say, Kenny?
Go Big 12 and go Cats.
Ah!